Welcome back to Hannity. Angry liberal agitators have been protesting outside of many of Donald Trump's rallies. So yesterday we sent our own friend David Webb to Wisconsin to ask these anti-Trump protesters, why are they so angry? Why are they so upset? Well, we got so much footage that we weren't able to show you even half of it last night. Here's part two. Take a look.
Is there a specific policy that you really don't like?
Multiple. First of all, Donald Trump, he doesn't have a lot of sound policies in the first place. He's angry, and a lot of Americans are angry.
And he's being unfair to all the Mexicans.
How's he being unfair to all the Mexicans?
He wants
what policies?
A bunch. So many I can't even name.
Well, name a couple.
I'm not sure.
If you had illegal immigrants build something for you, and then you're like, no, we need America to build this for us, it's like, why?
What's your issue with Donald Trump?
I guess my issue is that he just talks a lot about how a lot of he just doesn't know what he talks about.
Basically everything is the matter with Donald Trump to me, in my opinion.
I feel anybody that is voting for him is just, I don't know, stupid. Sorry. That's how I feel. Sorry.
One genius after another. Here with reaction, Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke, Executive Director of the New York Civil Rights Coalition Mike Meyers, and trial attorney, political commentator Eric Guster. Sheriff, first, I had the honor of being with you this week, and you got the Law Enforcement Man of the Year award. Congratulations to you, my friend. As you hear this, I'm thinking, do they know anything? Do they have any clue why they're even there?
No, Sean, that's the idiocy of the left. But look, here's the thing, that this GOP process to select a candidate is in turmoil right now. And shame on the party insiders, the donor class, and the party elites for letting it get to this. It's disintegrating into irrelevancy, and they're staring defeat, November electoral defeat, right in the face. It's not too late, but time is running out. And look, here's the mistake they're making on the GOP side within the party. This is not about Donald Trump. If they think by just getting Trump out of the way, they'll have clear sailing ahead, they are fooling themselves. The left would do this and will do this no matter who the winner is. This is the front runner status treatment that Trump is getting. If this were Cruz right now, if this were Rubio, if this were Jeb Bush, they'd be getting the same treatment. So for party insiders to participate in this, I find rather astounding.
You know, Michael, I agree with the sheriff. I say this all the time. Any Republican nominee is going to be racist, sexist, homophobic, wants to poison the air, water, kill children, and throw Granny over the cliff. Same list. Every election.
Which is, in my judgment, an idiotic generalization.
But it works.
I also think it's a generalization, an idiotic generalization, to say that everybody on the left or most people on the left are
Nobody
idiots.
said that tonight.
Well,
I said those people didn't have a clue.
I didn't say you. I heard what the sheriff said. Now, let me tell you this about the left, because I'm a member of the left. I'm a liberal Democrat.
Sorry to hear that.
I believe in free speech.
Yeah.
I believe in democracy.
So do I.
And everybody who has an opinion is not a very informed opinion. But let me hear it. And what I do reject is that heckler's veto. I reject people going into somebody else's rally and disrupting and heckling them and making it impossible to hear their point of view. I think I'm the only one on this panel who has ever been to a Nazi party meeting. And I went to a Nazi party meeting because it was held at a public school. And I was able to watch it, to observe it, and to hear. And they heard the Nazis say on a stage, because the public was invited to it in the Germantown section of New York City. And the person said, if I had my way.
You fit right in there, Michael.
I was the only black there. Yeah. Well, there were plenty of Jews, though. But the person said, if I had my way, I'd hang every N-word and Jew from the highest tree.
That's sick. That's really ugly, evil, and twisted.
We need to hear it, because
I understand. I agree.
Idiocy in terms of.
Have you ever heard Louis Farrakhan talk? Have you ever heard Al Sharpton talk? Al Sharpton referred to Greeks as homos. Okay, so, people are going to talk stupid. We understand that. I don't know how we go from talking about Trump's candidacy to talking about Nazism, though. I'm a little baffled by that.
Well, you said the word agitators, and I hate that word, but Trump, if anyone is an agitator, it's Trump. Trump is an agitator in chief. He's a bully in chief. He's really running to be the bully in chief because that's what he does to get his way. I mean, you look at the punish women who have abortions. He wants to.
He clarified the statement. Put it in context.
And he He wants to punish female reporters. He's okay with his campaign manager grabbing a female reporter. He wants to punish female show hosts.
So
this man,
Here come the talking points from the Democrat Party.
Either one of you, let me finish.
Nothing happened in that video.
Oh, something happened in that video. That is not true. See, that's part of the problem with the GOP. They turn their blind eye to different things like that.
Here
come the talking
yes, you
points.
are. You are turning the blind eye on that. And because that young lady was grabbed by his campaign manager, that the campaign said did not happen.
Do you think that
That's
happened?
the best part.
No, I saw the video. Let me tell you something.
I watched it. I studied it.
I also saw Dan Rather, who was jostled at the convention.
Remember that? I remember that, yeah.
Did anybody file charges?
I forgot about
this
that.
is part of the territory.
Yeah,
this is part of the territory. And people who become, I can't stand these journalists who all of a sudden become victims. They want to be part of the, not only part of the story,
hey,
they
listen,
want to be
I think
the
it's
story.
admirable. She fought for that last question. That's admirable, but that's what happens. You get,
That's what happens.
questions are over.
Somebody pushes
Sheriff,
you
go
aside,
ahead.
you
Jump
don't
in. I
file a
heard you.
criminal charge.
Sheriff.
Well, it's kind of interesting that the talking points come out. Really,
you mean
know what we should be talking about here in terms of a GOP nominee is, I want to hear about freedom and liberty. I want to hear about limited government. I want to hear about upholding the United States Constitution, the rule of law, military superiority, a vision for America that really focuses on we the people and self-rule. Instead, we're talking about, even in this conversation here, the Nazi Party.
We're talking about free speech,
the Democrat
free speech. That's part of democracy.
We're out of time for this segment.